Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. My name's Justin. I'm running for the king. Here is my shed in my backyard. I'm a part-time reseller, and we're gonna pull some orders in this video. But before we get going, I did want to make a quick shout out. Tim from Half Shell Toys, which they have a YouTube channel. I'll link it here. You'll see it. It's gonna be at the top here somewhere. But they pull in some crazy retro and vintage toys. It's awesome. Anyway, they bought me a coffee. So I just want to say thank you so much, Tim, for buying me a coffee. It's my first coffee. Yeah, there's a link down below if you want to buy me a coffee, but please don't feel like you need to. I've never said anything about it. I've always had the link, but I just feel weird asking for people to give me money. That's just weird. So watch the videos and you'll get ads, I know, but that's why we're monetized here. That's how it works. So thank you so much, Tim, again. I do appreciate it. We're going to jump back to Tuesday, start getting those orders. I'll see you then. Hey folks, today's Tuesday. It's the 18th of March. I have 5 orders on eBay and 1 on Posh. First one on Posh in a while. Let's do that one. It's a women's jacket and it's in my overflow bin. I'll be right back. I have more clothes listed than I have space to put them, at least in my numbered drawers. So I have an overflow bin going right now. I had 2 at one point. This is a Ralph Lauren ladies. I called it a blazer jacket, but it's not necessarily, it's a zip up, but it's very nice. It's all wool. Picked this up in an estate sale and it sat in my death pile for probably almost a year. Listed it and it sold about a month, I guess. Sold on offer, 20 bucks plus shipping. Nothing huge, but going out the door. And it takes up a lot of space. My overflow bin now has more space, I guess. And we're actually going to go back to the overflow bin for this shirt. I listed it last night and it sold on eBay. This one sold $10 plus shipping. And this one is a Polo Ralph Lauren, it's a Blake button-up shirt. Picked it up at my hometown thrift. It was fill a bag for $1, and this went in the bag. It was hanging back over there. No, it was hanging back over there all last week. I finally got it listed, and hey, it sold. And I think I spent $8 at thrift 2 weeks ago when I picked this up, and even after fees, that pays for the whole buy. And there'll be several other things in that buy that pays for the whole buy too. So I think we'll be okay. Since we're doing clothes, let's do clothes. I got one more. It's a t-shirt, Retail Arbitrage. It sold yesterday. This is a Guinness shirt, and it's got a like a toucan or something on it. And it says, lovely day for a Guinness. Picked it up at TJ Maxx or something for $1. Sold $9.99 plus shipping. Next up is a hat. It's one I've had for a while. It is not skewed. So it is either here or there. It was in hat number 2. This is a Budweiser American Classic St. Louis Brewery hat. Picked this up hometown thrift as well. I probably paid $1 for it. Sold $9.99 plus shipping. However, it's been listed for a long time. We are back on the wall and I have a Pokemon card. It's P110. And let me see. This is great content, me digging through a drawer off camera. Here we go. It's a Palafin right there, listed last week with all those other cards. It sold $3 plus standard envelope shipping. And then my last item I have to show you today, so far at least, is a book set. It's one that I'm kind of excited to see sell because it's been a long time since I listed it. Maybe we'll even look at the date if it's even accurate. Give me just a second. I'll pull that up when we get back to the thing. So it's hiding behind these fish and this cool trophy lighter. It's a set of Disney Wonderful World of Reading books. There's 6 of them here, and this was a terrible buy. I'm sure there's a little profit in it, but not based on how long I've had them. And I show that these were listed on October 1st, 2020. So it's been quite a while, quite a ride on those shelves. They're in plastic because they were in my storage unit before I had the shed, probably, maybe. Which means that 2020 date might be a relist. I'm not really sure. I've had them for a long time. I'm just happy they're gone. They sold for $4.99 plus shipping, which they paid more shipping than they did for the books themselves. But here's the lesson for the video this week. Don't buy Disney Wonderful World of Reading books because you may have them forever. Hey folks, workday's done. I don't know where I cut off last time, but I have 2 more orders. One's the usual fare and one's going to be the best sell of the day. First one, CD, Pure Rhythm and Blues. And it looks like it's got a crack in it, but that's actually just part of the printing. Let's see, this one came, I think, from Goodwill or somewhere else, not the big buy. $6.99 plus shipping. The other item is in my Dave box, which is right here. Let's get the lid open. And this is an item I've had for a while, but is of good value, so it's not too bad. I mean, I believe we all wish things would sell quick, but this is a Duke jersey. Can't see it very well here, but I'll show you on the screen when I give you the price. It is number 44. It's a Nike Team Sports. It's all stitched. It's pretty nice. I'm surprised it didn't go fast. I did have this listed at $150 when I first listed it, and then I brought it down to $99. Had a watcher today send a 10% off offer. No, 20% off offer, making it $80. They sent it back saying $75. I said yes. I think I got it with a big lot of stuff. I may have paid $5 for it. So $75 plus shipping. We'll take it. We had 6 before, 2 more make 8, including that good one. So we'll definitely take it. As far as my listing goal, I'm at 58 out of 75. That's going to be easy. Taxes done by 3/15. We got my paperwork done. My taxes are going to be done tonight. And so we counted it because my side was done. And then I still need to do 1 live show and 1 yard sale video. We're going to get that after tonight. Once the taxes are officially done and settled, then I'll work on those other 2 things, I think. Thanks so much for hanging out there with me today. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday. Hey everybody, today's Wednesday. It's the 19th of March. I have 2 items that I've sold so far, both on eBay. We're going to pull them here real quick, and well, I've already passed it. The first one's a craft item. It's up there in that box. And I think I made a mess up there because things fell when I pulled this box down. I have 2 Winnie the Pooh cross-stitch kits. One's Pooh and one's Tigger. These sold, well, I sent a 20% off offer. They sold for $7.99 plus shipping. And I'll fix that mess up there in a bit. The other item I have is a shirt. One I've had in my death pile for a while. I have more like it, but this one was the best condition. It still had a few holes in it, but it is a vintage Pendleton, I would say flannel shirt, but it's all wool. And it's this, I guess, red, green, and blue pattern. It sold $12 plus shipping. And so I think I've only had it listed for a few weeks, and it's sold. And it's going to get warm outside, so I'm glad it sold, because it'll probably sit if it doesn't. And that's it so far. Hopefully we'll get something else so I can jump back here and show you what else sold and get it out today. But if not, we'll get it tomorrow. I did go to my hometown thrift yesterday, and I picked up a couple beer steins from an Air Force base. And they're all the same, all the same Air Force base. They're just different years. I don't know if they're worth anything, but I paid $8, I think. $8, I think, yes. Maybe $7. I paid $7 when I was there. And I got, one of the things I got was a cookbook that's selling for $15. So I'm going to get that cookbook listed for sure. And then the steins I got to get listed too. They were nice and clean, and they'll be easy to list. So not the easiest to ship, or at least they're kind of bulky and heavy. So it'll be heavy shipping, but we're getting done. I got my taxes done last night. So my stuff was done by the 15th, but my taxes are officially filed as of today. And then I'm at 60 listings, and I did list a few cards on my break today. So it's a little higher than 60, but we're going to go with 60 right now. All right, folks, my work day is done. It is like crazy windy out there. I have to run after work, so it's going to be interesting. After I go to the post office, I have to run. I have a big race coming up, and I can't skip a training day, and it's going to be a hard race, so I might as well train when it's super windy, I guess. Not my most favorite. I do have one more item to get out today. It's a DVD. It's the best of Zagram film right here. And I picked it up for $1 at a thrift shop. It sold $9.99 plus shipping. So it took a little while, and that's the second one that sold, which means it was a multi-quantity listing, which makes it easier to list, although DVDs are super easy to list. And going to get that one out. So that makes 3 going out today. Still not a huge number, but I did list more at lunch after we pulled those first 2 orders, and I have 5 more items out. So I have 11 for the day today. I think that makes us up to 71. So we've almost hit our March goal for listing, which we're going to go well past that, I think. So not going to hit 75 and then just stop. But, 75 was the low goal, and it'll definitely increase next month for sure. I got to go to head to the post office, brave that wind. I'll see you tomorrow on Thursday. Hey, folks, it's the first day of spring, Thursday the 20th. Yes, the 20th of March, first day of spring. It's like 40 degrees outside. My daughter is going to freeze at her first softball game of the season. So happy spring, everyone. I have quite a few things going out today. I have 16 items going out in like 6 orders. So I have one large multi-quantity order. It's Pokemon cards. But we're going to get all the cards out first. There's a bunch of them. Let's get that, like I said, let's get that first. I have this Starmie card. It sold for $5.40 on Mercari, plus standard envelope shipping. And then on eBay, I had someone buy 2 cards. I have these 2 right here. These sold together for $6 plus shipping. And one of them I listed yesterday, sold yesterday, not bad. I have these 2 Charizard cards. This was one listing that had sold them together. They sold for $12 plus shipping. And then I had someone buy 9 cards this morning, which is awesome. So there is this one, and this one, and this one, and I really like this Ditto card. There's a Flaffy card, Charjabug card, this cool Alakazam shiny. There's this one, and a Wigglytuff shiny, and all those sold together for $32. $32 plus shipping, and it's not going to go standard envelope. You can only put 4 cards in an envelope, I believe. They're going to go in they'll go in a box. So I'm going to re-sleeve these in non-numbered sleeves so I can reuse these, and then box them up and get them out. So that's all the cards. Try to be as quick as possible with those, and let's do the non-card stuff. We have 2 more things to go that are non-cards, and one is one of those Nike shirts. I've been selling them. They didn't sell for a while, and now they're really selling. At least the ladies' ones are. The men's ones are all gone. It's Nike Athlete, brand new without tags, sold at $9.99 plus shipping. 2 more to go and I'll be out. And then the last item I have so far for the day is a cookbook. It's one I picked up at my hometown thrift on Tuesday. I spent $7 there. I think I said this yesterday. And I had one good cookbook I knew would sell. This is not that one. This is a second one. Books are up to $25 for $1. So if I buy one book, I'm going to buy as many as I can that I think I can make money on. I was kind of unsure with this pickup, but it's Heron's Favorite Italian Recipes Cookbook from the Heron Hospital Auxiliary, 1992. It's the 10th anniversary. And there was one sold from a little while ago, no listed. It's not in the best of shape. I just put it up for 10 bucks and it sold in about an hour and a half. It sold for $9.99 plus shipping. So Tuesday's purchase at the thrift store is paid off. I listed $40 in Steins yesterday. I listed 4 like beer bug Steins. I think I said that yesterday too, but I got them listed. And then I listed another cookbook for $12.99 out of that. I do have clothes back there I need to list. Stuff I picked up 2 and 3 weeks ago at my hometown thrift that are still sitting there. I need to get them motivated. Get me motivated, folks. That's going to be it for right now. Probably anything else that sells today will go on tomorrow's section of the video, because right after work, I'm going to my daughter's softball game. It's going to be cold, but it's the first game of the season. I'm going to cheer her on. I got one of those loud cups. I don't know if you've seen them. I'll have to bring it in at some point, where you can drink out of it, but it's also got like a horn, and it's super annoying. My daughter hates it. It's awesome. Got to get that back out and bundle up, probably hoodie and a sock hat, because it's going to be chilly. It's really windy where they're going to go play. So thank you so much for hanging out there with me today. Best of luck to my daughter at this game, and I'll see you on Friday. Hey folks, today's Friday. It's the 21st of March. I have 5 items going out, 2 orders, no Pokemon cards. And the first is a video game. We sold this NBA Street Volume 2. Pretty cool game, actually, back in the day. It doesn't have the original green case. It's in a black case. Not sure what the deal is with that, but it's not. It sold on offer for $7 plus shipping. I'm going to stick you on the wall for the next sale. It's 4 items. I need both hands. I bought these at my hometown thrift. I paid $1.50 each, which was more than I wanted to pay, but that was 6 of the $7 that I spent at the thrift store the other day. And, well, I'm going to go get them. They're back over there, and I'll be right back. So I bought these Tuesday afternoon, and I listed them on Wednesday morning, and they sold this morning. So that's not too bad. Let's see. It is, there are 4 of these Oktoberfest like stoneware Stein mugs, half-liter. They're from the Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. And there must be some German Air Force training or team or something that's there, because they're all marked with that as well. So there is 2014. We have 2015, this one here. See, it's got the German Air Force logo there. There is 2016, and you'll never guess. You're right. It's 2017. So there's those, and I think they're pretty cool. I paid $6 for them. I listed them at 10 each separately, and I was going to list them in a lot, but I was like, I really don't want to have to ship them all at once if I don't have to. So I listed them separately. One person bought all of them in one order. So that's still awesome. They sold for $39.96, $39.96, $9.99 each plus shipping. I am going to have to pack them well. It is going to need to be in a slightly bigger box to make sure I can get all the padding and everything around them. I don't think there'll be an issue shipping them and everything, but it's kind of best case scenario, worst case scenario. Best case scenario, I sold all 4, getting all that back immediately in one fell swoop. Awesome. Worst case scenario, I have to pack 4 of these. Well, they're like 1.5 pound mugs that are somewhat breakable into one package. So best case, worst case, maybe? Not sure. If you're a reseller, how would you have listed them? Separately, like I did? Together as a lot? Would you prefer to ship them separate? Would you prefer to ship them together? I'm not sure. I'm happy they sold, especially so quickly. I thought I'd have them forever, but they were like the big meat and potatoes of that $7 purchase, and now that's gone. The only thing left I have is I have one cookbook to list, and I have one cookbook already listed because we sold that Heron cookbook yesterday. And so that's already $50 from that $7 buy, minus fees, of course. All right. I'm talking, I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich sitting right there on my desk, just off camera. I'm going to eat that right now, get these things packed up, get back to work, and it's Friday, so if anything else sells before I go to the post office, we'll definitely clear the deck for the weekend. Thank you for hanging out there with me today. See you on Monday. Hey folks, today's Monday. It is the 24th of March, and I have quite a few orders. I got 11 on eBay. I have 1 on Posh. Makari's dead to me, and let's grab that Poshmark one first. It's a Pokemon card, which is weird for Poshmark, but it's a graded one down here. So it's one of these, and I don't know which one. Well, I know which one it is, but I don't know what order it's in. There it is. It's this Crobat. It's BCCG graded, which is not the greatest grading, but it is a 10. So maybe if they break the slab and get it graded somewhere else, it'll get a good grade. No promises, I guess, but it did sell. $26 plus shipping. So not bad. I pulled this in a mystery box that I got at Walmart or something, probably. Probably the best one I pulled. Poshmark fees are going to get me, though. I'm going to make $20.80 after fees. I have a few more cards, so I have you on the wall. Let me get those. They sold on eBay. This one sold just this morning, and I really didn't want to list it because it's a cool card. It's this little Sleeping Mew card. It sold $17.10 plus standard envelope shipping. I sent an offer, I think 10% off offer on it, but it sold like immediately when I did, so happy for that. I got P97, which is this one. It's a Bombardier card. Listed this Saturday, sold Saturday, $4 plus shipping. And another one I listed Saturday is P20. This one is a Hearthflame Mask Ogerpon EX card. That's a crazy long name. It sold $3 plus standard envelope shipping, and to different people, but also listed Saturday, sold pretty quick Saturday. Let's get you off the wall so I can get to everything else. I sold some clothing, and one of them is a sweatshirt. It's a vintage Russell athletic shirt, and it's really thick and heavy. It's almost equivalent to like a Champion reverse weave, except it's Russell. It had one little slight spot on the shoulder. I couldn't even hardly see it on the pictures, but it's there. It sold $11.69 plus shipping. I think that was a 10% off offer I'd sent out as well. Let's see. I got a pair of pants. We're back over here. These are up in C7, and I don't remember what number it is. C76, I think. That's a big no. It's a C72. These are New Tag Columbia pants. I picked them up a long time ago. They were in my death pile. I had to steam them because they were super wrinkly but had tags. But we got it done. They sold full asking price, $19.99 plus shipping. And I think they were like $1 pickup at a yard sale. So great if I would have listed them sooner, but still great now that, I got them sold. one more piece of clothing in C6. It's C66. See if I can find it. That's 4, 5, 6. There it is. C66. This one is a Under Armour polo, size XL. Picked it up for $1 at a church sale, but it sat in my death pile for a long time. Sold $7.50 plus shipping on offer. So not a big sale, and it took a while for it to sell. But as soon as I got that offer in, I accepted it. All right, clothing done, cards done. I sold a tie clip. I have just a few left of these. Yeah, 3, and 2 of them sold. So we'll pick the best one of the lot, and that'll be the one that gets sent out, or the 2 that get sent out. Let me put you on the wall. So these are little home light chainsaw like tie clips, and I think they're pretty cool. Picked them up at a estate sale. I think I had like 30 of them to begin with, and this might be the last 2 I sell because one of these is a little rough, and I think I'm going to go ahead and pull it. They sold for $8 a piece, so $16 for 2 of these. Next up is a VHS tape, and it's up here in VHS 4. Here we have Sylvester Stallone in Cliffhanger, and it's still factory sealed, has the watermarks. Sold $3.99 plus shipping. I think I had it listed for $4.99. What's a dollar, right? The next item I had to look for, but I found it. It is it's an arrow puller. So these are rubber. If you shoot into a nice target, it's hard to pull your arrow out sometimes. So these are really nice to have. I have one with my bow, though I don't ever shoot it anymore. It sold $5.99 plus shipping. Picked them up at a thrift shop, like a mom and pop thrift shop. I think I bought like 8 of them. They were $1 a piece. It's not huge profit per each one, but after they sell, you know, it'll be like 5 times my money after fees. But they got to sell. This is the first one. It's been listed for almost a year, so I don't know if they'll sell or not. But one sold, $5.99. There we go. If you're doing the math in your head, you know I have 2 more items. The next one is a puzzle. It sold, and I was kind of worried when it sold because I wasn't sure I had it. But one of the first things I did when I came in today was check, and it's here. It's a little bitty 500-piece puzzle with these jams on it, and it's by Puzzle Bug, and it sold for $4.99 plus shipping. So nothing fancy or special, but cool little puzzle. Still sealed. It's going out the door. And we're down to the last item. It's going to be the biggest thing I'm going to have to pack today. And I'm glad it's sold, but I'm not excited about finding a box that'll fit it because I do want to send it in another box. I don't think I'm going to ship it just like this. And if you drove in the 90s and maybe early 2000s, you know what these are. These are taillight blackouts. And so there's a Mustang right there. This is for a 99 through 2001 Mustang, which is not the vehicle there. That's a maybe 93. But these are for taillights. And I got them at a yard sale. They're brand new, unopened, factory sealed. I think I paid $5 for them. And they sold. We went back and forth on offers. I got a super low ball offer at first. I came back with just under what I had them listed. They came back with a more reasonable offer. I came back a little bit more. They took it. $40, $39.99 plus shipping, $76.97 all in. So quite a bit of shipping just because it's big. Not sure where it's going, but hopefully they can use them and they'll enjoy them. I do want to put it in another box just to be safe, and I'm gonna have to maybe Frankenbox or make a box or something, but they will definitely get out today. So that's going to be it. Thank you so much for hanging out there with me. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, I'd appreciate your subscription. It's totally free. And if you like the video, give me that thumbs up. I'd appreciate that as well. We don't do anything fancy here. We just kind of share how it's going, and sometimes it's going and sometimes it's not. This week it wasn't too bad. Once again, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. God bless.